Hey guys, welcome to my channel SecAdmin. In this video, we will learn how to create a web server on Windows Server 2019. We will learn how to create websites on the web server and few tricks and tips like setting up a default document, setting up basic authentication while accessing the website, and so on. So let's start installing roles and features to create a web server. So I have already created a VM. This is my virtual machine, this is my web server, but I haven't installed roles yet. So let's go ahead and quickly install the roles. I want to go to manage, add roles and features, next, next, next. Alright, this will be IIS, web server, IIS. Click on next. Okay, on the features page, we have to select multiple options. Sorry, not on features page. Webserver IIS, yes, on the role service. Let's see. These are options that check by default. We should have HTTP redirection. We should have custom logging, request monitor, tracing, static content. That is okay. Request filtering. We need basic authentication. Need digest authentication, IP and domain restrictions, URL authorization, Windows authentication, FTP. No, we don't need FTP, but okay, I'll show you FTP in the next video. IIS management console, IIS 6. Alright, management service. Okay, these are the roles. I will list the roles and services in my description box. All right, let's go ahead and click next. Restart the destination server if required. Let's click on install. I'll pause the video and I'll come back when the installation is completed. All right, so the installation is completed. I'll go ahead and click on close. Okay, close this. Let's verify the installation. I'll go to start Windows Administrative Tools. Let's see if we have IIS. Alright, we have IIS. Okay, IIS web server is installed. This is our default site. If you click on browse, you'll get the default IIS web page. Okay, here we go. Alright, so let's begin to create our first website. I'll just minimize this. Okay, let's do one thing. Go to this PC, C drive, create a folder here. Folder, I want to create Google.com. I'll create 3 different websites. fmail.com, new folder. What else? Coolmail, Hotmail, Coolmail, Google, Coolmail. Yeah, let's do Woohoo. Let's do woohoo.com. Alright. Instead, forget about Woohoo. Let's do coolmail.com. Alright. These are just a folder. Let's create a website. Okay. Yeah, I was creating a website. Text document. Google. Let's open this. Welcome to Google.com. Save as Google.com. I want to save this as HTML. Okay. Now our next website was fmail.com. file, save as. Let's go to fmail.com, fmail.html, all files. Okay, this is another website, and the last one is coolmail.com. Okay, file, save as. Let's go to coolmail.com, coolmail.html. Okay, alright, so all our three websites are ready. We don't want this Goggle. We have Goggle, we have fmail, and we have coolmail. Alright, our websites are ready. Let's publish them internally. Let's go to IIS. Alright, go to sites, right click, add website. I'll give the site name as Goggle. Physical path will be the path of the file, goggle.com. I'll give this HTTP. IP address will be my web server. CMD IP config. Okay, you see this IP address. This is my web server IP address, and the host name I'll give this as www.goggle.com. Click on OK. My website is ready. I'll create two more websites. Add website, site name, fmail, physical path, local C drive, fmail.com. HTTP, this is my IP address, www.fmail.com. Enter. My fmail site is ready. Let's go to add website, coolmail.com, local C, coolmail.com. Click on OK. My web server IP address, www.coolmail.com. Okay, alright. So websites are ready. Google, fmail, coolmail. Alright, let's try to access the website goggle.com. If I click on browse goggle.com, let's see what happens. Alright, enhanced security is enabled. Let's go to server manager and disable that. Server. Okay, check that. Go to server manager. Local server. So this is how you disable IE enhanced security configuration. Administrator off, users will be on. That's recommended by Microsoft, but for now we will just turn it off for users too. Okay, let's try to browse Goggle. Browse www.goggle.com. Okay, says can't reach this page because it's very simple. We have it configured a DNS for Google.com. Let's quickly go ahead and create a DNS zone for Google.com. I'll go to my DC. Okay, right click. Oh no, I want to right click here. Right click on forward zone. Okay, new zone. Next. This will be the primary zone. Next. This will replicate to all the DNS running on domain controller in this domain. Next, I will explain you the DNS in my later video, but for now let's just focus on creating website. Goggle.com. Next, click on next, finish. Okay, so my Goggle.com is created. I need to create an entry. new host, www.google.com. My IP address will be my web server IP address 10.0.0.71. I'll also create a PDR record. That's just a reverse record because the reference reverse lookup zone cannot. Okay, there is no zone to create PDR. Cool, not a problem. Done. I've created www.google.com record. The same way we will create two another zones for fmail and coolmail. Next. This will be fmail.com. Next, finish. And new zone again. Next. Coolmail.com. Next, finish. Okay, let's create an entry under fmail, which is www 10.0.0.71. Cool, not a problem. It's pretty simple to create a website. New www 10.0.0.71, add host. Cool, awesome. Okay, now that we have created DNS zones, let's go back to our web server. Let's close this. Okay, I'm going to on the google.com, I'm going to restart the website. Okay, let's try and browse the website now. Let's see what happens. Same thing. Restart. Okay, so it was resolved. If you don't enable .at physical path, let's try fmail. Browse. Okay, we get the same thing for fmail. Why? Because if you go to Google, this is my google.com site. If you go to default document and if you double click on the default document is by default default.html. So you need to add your website in here, your HTML page basically. And how you add it? Just click on add, type in your HTML page, google.html, click on OK. So this is how you add default document. You can move it up, down, alright, but the default one should always be on the top. Alright, let's do the same thing for fmail. Click on add, go to type in fmail.html, click on OK. Alright, we have added the default HTML page for our website. Default document, click on add, coolmail.html. Let's add the HTML. Alright, now since we have added the HTML files, we have created a site, we have added the HTML file that we want to open as default. Now if we browse on it, let's see what happens. Before browsing, let me restart the website. Okay, let's browse. Welcome to google.com. Pretty simple. Let's go to fmail. Let's try to browse fmail. Welcome to fmail.com. Let's do the same for coolmail. Alright, so no doubt to create a website, you first need to install web services roles and features. Later you have to create sites, you have to create your HTML page and set your HTML page as default document, and last thing, you have to create a DNS zone for your sites. Alright, this is how you create a website. It's pretty simple procedure. The next step, let's take a look at the basic authentication. How will you set up authentications on your website? If you want your website to be accessed just by your company user, or if you want to set up username password restriction on the website, let's see how we do that. So let's set up restriction on google.com. Okay, so let's go to, we are in google.com, let's go to authentication on. Alright, Basic authentication is disabled. We need anonymous authentication is enabled. We need to disable this. Let's enable basic authentication. We'll click on enable. It says SSL is not enabled for this site. Credential will be sent in clear text over the wire. Alright, let's enable SSL. Require SSL. Okay, to enable SSL we need to create a certificate. Okay, let's do that in the later part. This is fine. So we have enabled basic authentication. Alright, let's see who all can access this website. Authorization rule says all users. Okay, let's add allow rule. No, let's edit this one. Okay, not all users, not all anonymous, specify roles or users groups. Okay, we can add a particular user account, or we can add user groups. Let's do one thing. Let's add a specified user. Psy admin. Click on OK. The user added, the user allowed to access this website will be psych admin. Okay, let's try to browse google.com now. Browse google.com. Okay, there you go. ns lab slash p psych admin. Oh, hold on. What's my username? Oh, my username is just psych. Okay, I think that's the problem. Users psych. Let's try again. Let me restart the website. Go to google.com, browse for google.com. Okay, ns lab slash psych. Welcome one. Okay, there you go. So you saw we got incorrect username and password, and you saw we got correct username and password, and that's why the website was displayed. So basically, you need to enable basic authentication. You have to go to authentication, enable the basic authentication, and obviously disable the anonymous authentication. Then you have to go to authorization rules and set up users and groups that you want to allow to access your website. All right, pretty simple. Okay, let's see what we have next. Default page by IP address. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's browse a website by IP address. So we are in the DC. Let's open Chrome. Okay, google.com. google.com. Okay, because we don't have an entry for google.com, www.google.com. Oh, we have set basic authentication is turned on. psych. Cool. We have google.com, www.fmail.com. Alright, since I'll just show you how to access just by google.com in case you don't know. Let's create a new host. I won't put anything here under name. I'll just let this be as google.com 10.0.0.71. Add host. Okay, record was added, and now this record is just google.com. So earlier we weren't able to browse google.com, but if we do it now, we should be able to browse the website. Okay, just an additional information. fmail.com is working. Same way, coolmail.com. I need to add www. Coolmail is working. Okay. Next thing I want to show you is what if I ping google.com, ping okay www.google.com, we ping www.fmail.com, okay, and we ping www.coolmail.com. The IP address that you are getting is one and the same, okay, because we specified it same. But what if we browse it via IP? Which of the web page will be displayed? Let's find out. Let's browse via IP. HTTPS 10.0.0.71. Let's browse. Let's see what happens. Come on, show me something. HTTP. Okay, so we get Internet Information Services, which is the default IIS page. So suppose if you want to let users to access a default page via IP, alright, you don't want this IIS information to be displayed when you browse for the IP addresses. What you can do is you can change that. Go to my web server. Okay, this information is coming from my default website. Alright, my default website is set to default dot. The HTML file IIS exists in the current directory. It is recommended that you remove this file on the top. Okay, that is okay. Alright, we need to add the default website. So suppose I want goggle.com to be my default website. I'll just enter goggle.html. Why am I entering in caps? Goggle.html. Click on OK. Now let's open my DC. Refresh this. Come on. 10.0.0.71. Alright, not working. Let's go to my web server. Okay, restart this website. Click on browse. Alright, it still displays the IIS tab. Let's go to default website again. Click on default document, google.html. Let me try to. Well, Google is already on top. It should. Okay, let's try. Let's remove this. Try fmail. Oh, okay, I see what's happening. Okay, I know why it is not working. fmail.html. Let's try. Okay, let's try with google.com itself. Google.html. Okay, we forgot the basic thing. Let's go to default website again. Okay, now on the default website we have google.html as the default HTML page, but the default website is placed on a specific path, and the default website specific path is the PC local.c inetpub and www.root. Alright, this is my default website page. Okay, it has IIS start. If you click on IIS start, this is the web page that displays when we try to browse via IP address. So all you need to do is you set the default document in here. We set the default document google.html in here, but we do not have google.html in here. on this folder. So all you need to do is go to google.com, copy this website. Where is my inetpub root? Paste it here. Click on continue. All right. Okay. Let's go back to my DC. Okay. Refresh this, and there you go. So this is how you try to set your default web page via IP addresses. All right. Let's go to next topic, which is create a virtual directory. Okay, all right, let's see. So I'll show you one more trick. Google.com, fmail.com, coolmail.com. All right, before that, let me show you something about certificates. All right now our websites are on HTTP. Let's see how to browse a website with HTTPS using certificate. So to install a certificate, I've already installed certificate authority on my domain controller. My domain controller already has certificate authority role installed. All right, so now I'm going to create a certificate in here for my website. So let's go to google.com. I will go to I will go to server certificates. Okay, under server certificates I'll create a domain certificate. Okay, to install a certificate authority role, it's basically it's a simple step procedure. You can try to Google it, and I can also give you the link in my description box. You can check out how to install certificate authority on your domain controller. Once you install this, follow these steps. Okay, my common name will be my website name. Common name is very important, guys. Always keep the common name as your website name. My organization will be ABC, 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 ABC. Country is, let's say, India. Next, specify online certificate authority. Click on select. This is my domain controller which has certificate authority. All right, click on OK. Friendly name can be Goggle. Friendly name can be anything that you want. Click on finish. Okay, let's go to google.com. Let's bind the certificate for google.com. Click on Google and then go to right click on the Google, click on edit bindings. We already have a binding for port 80. Let's add a binding for port 443. Okay, 443, select certificate. I'll select google.com. You can also view the certificate from here. It is valid for 2 years. Okay, click on OK. This is just domain certificate that we created. If you most of the organization purchase a wildcard SSL certificate, but for this practical purpose you can create a domain certificate and try your luck. So let's click on OK, close. Cool, let's try to browse. Where's my DC? Let me close this. Open Chrome. https www.google.com. Says not secured. ns//psych psych welcome. Okay, my certificate is here. It says invalid for some reason. That is okay, but the certificate is installed. Maybe the Chrome is not accepting my certificate. Let's go to I. Ask me later. HTTPS. There's some TLS configuration I guess needs to be done on Chrome. www.google.com. HTTPS. Okay. Nice lab. Psych. Welcome one. Okay, it gives me certificate error. Why is that? Let's find out. Coggle. SSL settings. Require SSL. Client certificate accept. Apply. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's go to server certificate. Export. Export to my desktop. Open. Okay, we need to give a file name for my certificate. Goggle. Exportable password. Click on OK. My certificate is exported to my desktop. I'll install the certificate on my local machine. Next, I'll give the password. Import was successful. Let's go to https www.google.com. Not recommended. ns/psych. Welcome. Google.com. 97. Well, it should not give a certificate error when you have the certificate applied. Okay, not a problem. About the certificate, I'll get back to you about the certificate. Let's move ahead to a final step is creating a virtual directory. Hey guys, sorry I had paused the video and I was looking why we were getting the certificate error, and I found the problem. The issue was very simple. Since we created a domain certificate, let me show you. We created server certificate with the name goggle.com. Alright, and we were trying to browse https ://www.goggle.com, and that's the reason it wasn't working. This is a domain certificate, it's not a wildcard certificate. Under wildcard certificate you can put anything before the domain name, but when you create a domain certificate it has to be specific. So if I browse for https goggle.com, no, one more thing is I went to google.com, I went to edit bindings. I had not created this binding. I did not provide a host name for this. Since the host name is www.google.com and we provided a certificate for google.com, it won't work. So all you need to do is go to server certificates, okay, remove this, or you can also keep it, that's not a problem, but I'll prefer to remove it. I'll create a new domain certificate. This time my common name will be www.google.com. okay, abc 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 c in. Next, Google, finish. Okay, so now you can see my certificate has been issued to www.google.com. Let's go to google.com, edit bindings, go to this www.google.com. Let's select the certificate Google, click on view. Okay, it says issued to www.google.com. Click on OK, yes, close. Now if I try to browse, let me restart this. Let me go back to my DC. Okay. Now let me browse https://www.google.com. Okay, now there is no certificate error, plus we also have a certificate sign here. It says it's locked and a certificate is valid for 2 more years. So this is how you can use domain certificate to enable the port 443 on your website. All right, now let's go back to our last topic, which is adding a virtual directory. All right, so let me give you an example. So suppose when you browse for coolmail.com, it gives you coolmail.com directly. All right, but I want that when I browse for coolmail.com slash fmail, it should give me goggle.com. All right, you understand what I'm saying? So when I browse for coolmail.com slash fmail, the web page I prefer would be welcome to google.com, which is goggle.html. How can we achieve that? I'll show you. That's pretty simple. All you need to do is go to your web server, coolmail.com, right click, add virtual directory. My virtual directory should be fmail and my physical path should be, so I want goggle.com as my output. I'll click on OK. I'll go to my default document. I'll check my default document is goggle.html. Alright, and now let me go to coolmail.com again. Now if I browse for forget this, let me browse for open Chrome, http, hold on, I think I've already provided a certificate to my coolmail. Let me verify it. Edit bindings. Okay, why is it say Google? Coolmail, it should be coolmail. View, it says issued to www.coolmail.com. Cool. Okay, I've already created a certificate for coolmail. All right, awesome. So now when I browse for, let's go to my DC, https coolmail.com slash fmail. Let me see what does it give me. All right, it gives me goggle.com. So you saw this, coolmail.com slash fmail. Alright, we need to ignore the certificate in Chrome. There's some issue with the Chrome. I think it's a TLS issue, but that's fine. Yeah, let me browse it here. https www.coolmail.com slash fmail. Click on enter and there we go. We have welcome to google.com. So this is how you play around with the website, and this is how you create website, DNS zones, basic authentication, authorization rules, IP configuration, and all that stuff. All right. So with this, I'll end my video. If you want to learn more about Windows Server, please check out my channel. And if you like my video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Thank you.